The first and most vital element, being one of surprise, of course, is what false wonder is there in the now expected appearance of a white rabbit from a top hat? An elephant, on the other hand, or a marvellously jewel-coloured companion parrot, perhaps? Well, if your audience is a little jaded. And then again, consider this. Would they not perhaps feel somewhat cheated if they didn't get their white rabbit after all? A great many things are to be considered in the arrangement and staging of a successful magical series of events, not least costume. A part where we ladies, being already so adequately furnished in pocketed undergarments, might come into our own. We wish not to be confused with the magician's assistant now, and have the audience expectation confounded, as we simply refuse to be sawn in half yet again. So, no skimping on costume, and for the further avoidance of doubt, steer clear of sparkles and glitter and sequins. Anything that smacks of the assistant's title, we would absolutely overthrow. Cries from the audience of "Fetch the magician!" with their feet stomping and the mob baying and crying out can simply be met with a practised glare and commanding presence. For know this, you are the magician. Where is the magician? The magician is here, present. She owns her stage and is about to commence. She wishes only for quiet and can begin. All of this can be made clear with an authoritative glance, further helped by costuming. But please, please do refrain. Save us, please, from any high-trilled announcement of, "Oh, forgive me, a lady magician." While we of the female persuasion have every right to be on that stage, every bit as much right as our male counterparts, we must own that stage perforce. We must believe it in ourselves first and foremost, body and soul. And then they will believe it too. Because, know this, those that want for their entertainment, they will accept you. So say your words clear and true. Speak trippingly off the tongue, so to speak. We might borrow from the bard, as others do. Beget a temperance, as he says, and they will hear you, as they must. If you do not play the clown and overdo it, or set to laughing, an absolute to be avoided, neither let there be an oversawing of the air, etc., etc. And your whole gathered crowd is a mirror on your world, and you will beguile them all with a rallying cry, "Courage, mon brave!" A nip of the medicinal purposes brandy from the shock shelves of the pantry. Something else handy for the petticoat pocket, as I have in here in my pocket. I have borrowed my husband's hip flask, you see. Quite the thing for stoking the courage. But just a nip, mind. I wouldn't have you throw yourselves to the wolves blind drunk now. That would not do, not at all. But back to the practicalities of costume. Pockets, sleeves, petticoats for producing myriad favours. Fleurs, silks, flowers, what you will. Doves even. Saws at a push, if you must. Though I would counsel to avoid using such reminders of traditional roles for females on the stage, as we would not want to be sawn in half. No, not again. And of white rabbits? Do you not know by now that rabbits are produced from top hats? Why, if you do not, I hardly think I can help you at all. Steer clear of black in your costuming, for it is terribly draining on the ladies' faces. But be not garish either. Try to steer clear of scarlet cloaks. But mulberry, say, or maroon, or any of the wine dark shades can be carried off with panache. And there really should be some sort of brightness, whether of sparkles or sequins, though I have quite counselled against the use of too many of that. Some, I say some, might do, or perhaps a pretty matter of a lace kerchief, or fresh flowers or herbs to suit your apt personality, and so forth. But back to pockets and sleeves, not to be dismissed as gentlemen's ruses, for they can be put to many a good use for the performance of magics. I would advise not to use the word tricks, as people are wise to the con men of the times and do not appreciate reminders of being hoodwinked. Not at all. Not at all, I tell you. Remember, ever our aim is force wonder, entertainment, and all general delight.